Hello, it's question time. So, for those of you who do not know us, we are Empowered Abundance. We have a plethora of fun things to play in. We have a container called our collective. We have our programs. We have lots of fun things. Our premise, however, is a model called MFree. If you are not familiar with MFree, it sits on a presupposition that we are 100% human, 100% spirit. There's laws of each. And when we understand those and integrate those, life becomes more abundant and fun and fulfilling. And so within the container, within our collective, we do Q&A. And so our participants ask questions and then I get to answer them. So here's some questions for today. When doing something new, is it okay for me to desire validation, or is my validation desire a sign that I'm stuck in an old pattern or wanting to get it right? Yes, the answer is yes and no. And so in a teaching moment, cannot ever tell you if your validation is on or off line. Okay. What I can tell you is some ways that will indicate to you if you are off or online. And when I say off or online, I'm saying is what you're doing beneficial, or is what you're doing not really beneficial? And the question here is, am I stuck in an old pattern trying to get it right, or is this okay? So let me tell you a little bit about consciousness, okay? So we're in a different phase of consciousness as we grow, as we develop. When we look at the fact that we're 100% human and 100% spirit, and our spirit does not need validation, our human needs validation, okay? So if I am doing something new, like the question asks, I'm doing something new and I'm desiring validation. Okay. If I'm going, oh, I need somebody to tell me this is okay. Oh, I hope I did it right. If you're even having the thoughts, I hope I did it right. Indicators, 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 right? If you need someone to tell you that you're doing a good job, needing validation, that's coming from spirit. That's coming from not understanding that we're already in right standings and that life is just an unfolding of experiences, right? If somebody gives you validation and you either minimize it or you still need more, these are all indicators that you're trying to get validation for your spirit that doesn't need it, right? That's why it's going through this colander. If, however, you are in right standings and you're like, I'm doing something new and I need a little like attaboy. If you're okay to ask for validation, if you can go to somebody and go, you know what, I'm really like, this is a new thing for me and I need some pats on the back to let me know that I'm headed in the right direction, right? If you say the words that I'm getting it right, maybe an indicator, right? Maybe an indicator. But if you're like, I need to make sure I'm on the right track, I need to make sure I'm going the right direction, I need some validation, I need some attaboys. Or, hey, you know what? Right now, the human part of me really needs some encouragement. I need somebody to tell me I'm okay, right? Maybe it's a reminding us that everything's already okay. I'm already in right standing and my human is learning something new, right? If I need some encouragement, if I need some direction, usually an indicator, okay, this is a healthy validation. If, however, you get validated and it doesn't fuel your soul, if you get validated and you can't even hear it, or if you get validated and you still need more, those are really good indicators, right? And so now what do? I'm doing something new. How do I know? How do I know? Does it feel yummy or yucky? Right? As you're sitting there, if you're asking for something, chances are you're probably in alignment. Okay. Because if I'm not in alignment, I'm expecting people to affirm to me without me asking. If I'm asking, I'm probably in alignment going, I know, I'm aware of where I am in my human and my spirit. Right. So, but how does it feel? Right. Even if you're asking and you're like, hey, I really need some validation right now. And somebody goes, good job. And you're like, yeah, that wasn't good enough. Chances are you're probably offline. Yeah. And guys, validation, like, and this is what's really cool about like consciousness, and the development of consciousness. Back there, maybe 6 months, a year ago, probably closer to the year ago, if somebody had asked me that, I would have said, you don't need external validation. You only need internal validation. You just need to get validation from God. You don't try to get validation outside of you. Well, then I grew, right? Why was I teaching we don't need external validation? Because if I'm in an immature state and somebody's offering me the choice of internal or external validation, I probably don't have the sensitivity to really line up inside of me and be able to tell if I feel yummy or yucky from it. Okay. And so if you're like nothing anybody does ever is validating, that's a good indicator. Maybe you need to stop getting any external validation, start doing it from yourself or doing it for yourself and getting it from God, right? This is an incremental understanding of how our consciousness works. All right. If you guys have comments, questions, please feel free to let me know. If this is cool for you, subscribe, like, give us some comments. Tell us that you're enjoying this. So we are encouraged. I would like some external validation. I'm going to continue to make these videos, and I love to know that it's blessed you, that it's encouraged you, that it's helped you. So I'd love some validation. Thank you. All right, you guys have a great day.